When you hear the word crime, what do you think of? If you're like me, you think of violence, robberies, drugs, the usual stuff.
I think people mostly assume that violence is a common form of crime, and I think that's because the media sensationalize violence as something that will be, grabbing viewers, grabbing attention, but violence is actually really quite rare, especially in Australia.
So if violence is so rare, why are our prisons still mostly made up of people who have committed violent crimes? The most common offences for prisoners are assault and violent charges, illicit drug use, sexual assault and unlawful entry.
What's really interesting about that, I think, as a factoid, is that we're much more likely to be victimized through cyber crimes and through technologically mediated crimes than we are through these more rare events. And yet we don't see large numbers of prisoners who have engaged in those kind of activities because they're notoriously difficult to find and prosecute.
In 2017 in Australia, there were over 170,000 unlawful entries with intent, or burglaries. Compare this to over 6 million reported cases of cybercrime on online Australian shoppers, costing over $2.3 billion. And that doesn't include many other facets of cybercrime like identity theft and cyber attacks. Yet I don't really hear much about it, even though I'm far more likely to be a victim of cybercrime. There has to be more to crime than what we see and hear on the news.
We really have to accept that there's going to be a degree of crime in every community and every society, and the best that we can do is try to develop policies and practices that are going to prevent as much harm as we possibly can.
This is Myanmar, a nation of approximately 53 million people located in Southeast Asia. Under strict government laws, access to the internet was quite rare. First installed in 2000, the internet was heavily regulated until a recent relaxation of laws opened up access to more and more of the population. Great, right? Well, internet use comes with a whole bunch of other problems that a non-internet savvy nation aren't exactly ready for. This is Lennon Chang, a lecturer in criminology at Monash University and an expert in cybercrime. Lennon, together with the governments of Myanmar and Australia, recently launched a campaign to raise awareness of cyber safety in Myanmar.
The issue what I discovered in the past few years is that because of the development of the internet so quick, people get involved start to use the internet within a very short period of time. They have no idea about cybersecurity. They have no cybersecurity awareness.
The campaign Lennon and his team have been working on uses culturally relevant comics in a series of videos and online publications that tackle various cyber safety topics. Together with the comics, the campaign also provided training to university students to take the lead in Myanmar on future cybersecurity projects.
It's not about us anymore. It's not only about Australia anymore. It's about how we protect the region, how we protect the cyberspace as a whole.
The truth is, we are now more than ever connected on a global level, and that includes crime. Crimes are getting more and more complex, and opportunities to commit crime are increasing. And so we have to be innovative in our understanding of crime and also how we respond to it. So what do? Shouldn't we just lock everyone up? That works, right?
It just doesn't work. And it's better for us to get smarter about crime and smarter about preventing crime and to be in tune with what's really happening and to respond to those situations with facts and logic.
When we're studying criminology, it's actually about giving students the tools to understand and critique what is occurring now and what impact the responses to crime have, but also giving students the awareness that as it's evolving, they have these skills to deal with it as it's evolving. So it's not just about one particular piece of content, they're actually understanding that it's broader and that they can apply that knowledge in different ways.
So what can I do with a criminology degree?
Criminology and the criminology that we teach, I think, here at Monash University really encompasses a broad range of fields, and our students and the skills that they will get from doing criminology degree here at Monash will be able to go into a multitude of different fields and be able to contribute in meaningful ways from the education that they'll get here.
Using innovative, state-of-the-art approaches to teaching and learning, criminology students will acquire a deep understanding of the complexity of social problems and the role and responsibilities of governing organisations in responding to these problems, and be able to apply this knowledge in a rapidly changing and ever-increasing globalised society.
When the students start, it just blows their mind. When they start, they can critique what's going on, and they really, to have that deep understanding about what's going on and being able to interrogate why things are happening and why things are presented in the way they are. It is exciting to be able to do that, and then, to see what's going on, see what's going wrong and how you could impact on it. It's exciting.